Well, today's a great day, ladies and gentlemen, because I get to take you with me on a world of what I get to do every single day with Gardens of Babylon, and that is taking small spaces, large spaces, and transforming them into amazing outdoor living areas. And what we got going on right behind me is that exact same thing. We're out transforming this backyard into and adding so many elements from hardscaping and planting and irrigation. We even got an informal bocce ball court going on that's going to be installed in the coming weeks. So I'm really excited to share it with you. Come on, let's take a look. So a lot of the elements going on here at the job, one of them very important was drainage. We have the garage in the back here in the backyard, and the yard was just kind of pitching and sloping down. It was just newly built, so we really have to drop this soil line at least 6 to 8 inches from this seal of the garage, get this soil line brought down. Add some box drains on the site to make sure that that water is really clearing away very quickly. Now, because we're dropping the soil line so severe, we're going to have to come back and install maybe a 1 foot to 18-inch mini retaining wall that acts to separate the two soil grades and levels and keeps the main backyard more on a flat plane. But drainage is very important for any major landscape projects. That needs to be considered very kind of as the first phase, if you will, before all the fun stuff can really happen. But let's take a look at some of that fun stuff. So since this home has varying levels of grades on it, it makes the site a little challenging. One of the other items besides the box drain systems that we're installing on the property is using large river rock swales to kind of swoop that water in and make it go exactly where we want to go. We've had an issue with mulch washout going on this side of this pathway. There's a great idea using a 2 to 8 inch size river stone to be a permanent fixture to keep that mulch from washing out. Over here on my other side, we're going to take this whole river rock swale and swoop it all the way down through their backyard, kind of creating this nice little river rock effect to make sure that this water drains through the box drains and out around the property, making sure that we put this really heavy duty weed fabric underneath the stones to keep any weeds or grasses growing up from later on. Another element that we're putting in at this home is going to be a really nice patio seating area with a seat wall around it and a fire pit right here in the middle. And big thing to talk about a lot of times with new hardscaping projects is a lot of people really don't understand how much work goes into the base preparations, and this really makes a huge difference in the world of hardscape and how long it will last without failure. We take a lot of pride here because we go down and dig down a good this is a footer, so we're putting a footer underneath that retaining wall and the seat wall. This is going to go down a good foot by almost 18 inches to 24, doing crushed stone in here, running a compactor over it. We're going to do a nice 4-inch compacted crushed stone layer over top of the patio that's going to be out of concrete pavers. So just whatever you're doing with hardscaping, it really pays to put in the base preparation to make sure it lasts a long time. So in total, we're looking at about a 3 to 4 week project. What we're doing right now, the demo and the bed preparation, that's going to take about 1 to 2 weeks. But it's not always going to look like this. It's going to be beautiful. And so here we are. It's the finished product. The hardscaping's in, the river rock swale. I'm really excited to show you all the details. So let's get going. So here we are at the cobblestone patio, which really serves as a great space for relaxation and socializing for the homeowners. What we have here, we're surrounded by a nice seat wall, 18-inch seat wall around this gas fire pit. We had to go ahead and tie in to the gas line that was running to the grill, and we just spurred it off into this gas unit here for the fire pit. That turned out really great. Behind me, you'll see how we added in just a large amount of river rock because we were having such a problem with drainage and water flow coming off of this walkway and washing out a lot of this mulch. And so this project came out fantastic. We put a really heavy duty weed fabric again just to keep the weeds from growing in through all this mulched area. And then we have box drains sporadically placed out. The box drains pretty much just disappear when you mulch everything in like this. And once all the plants get growing in, you'll almost never even notice them. So one of the challenges that homeowners often face on jobs that have existing stonework when they're adding in new stonework is trying to match and tie all this in to where it has that fresh look and appeal and all the colors and tones kind of match. And what we had to do with this existing fieldstone walkway was we had to come in and do an application of a muriatic acid, which really helps to clean a lot of the tree debris, the hackberry sap, the dark soot that tends to grow on these patios and walkway surfaces, and it really brings a new fresh look and a new life, and it really helps tie everything in from the new hardscaping in the stone that we used on the site. Another consideration that homeowners need to look at when they are adding on new hardscaping to try and match their existing hardscaping is just trying to get the general overall layout of some existing seat walls that did exist here in that limestone gray finish, trying to carry that over with the design of the new fire pit and the new seat wall. We also had to kind of take in consideration the retaining wall finish, as this whole backyard was sloped, but the homeowners were really looking for kind of more of a flatter area, usable space for the kids to play on. And even though it was small, retaining walls can really add that ability to adjust grades really well, while also at the same time mitigating water and directing it in the right way. So I think overall it turned out really great. And sometimes when you have these small spaces on the side or in the backyard, you can get really creative with your landscape design plans and try to create a little dual function of design space, meaning we had a side entrance walkway here on the side of the house where the homeowners were kind of still looking to utilize. The challenge here was it was really muddy, had a lot of tree cover, so nothing was really growing back here. It was kind of a muddy walkway. So we came back in and added this decomposed granite surface, nice chip surface to walk on, nice and soft, but it also serves as a kind of a play space for the kiddos, maybe used as an informal bocce ball area. So they're really excited the way everything turned out on this side. So on this side of the house, you can see everything turned out really great with the river rock border to mitigate this mulch washout. We've had some really heavy rain so far this spring, and the drainage system is held up exactly the way we wanted to, which is always a great sign. A couple of the last elements that we're adding on to wrap up the project are landscape lighting. I can't stress it enough how much ambiance that landscape lighting does add during the nighttime. These are some aluminum pathway lights. We're going to be adding some more up lights on the garage. So very happy with the way the lighting came out. And the plants you can see around me, they're all just waking up. Everything is coming out of dormancy. A little bit later with the temperatures coming on, got to be a little bit patient, but very happy with the health and the vitality that we're seeing so far. This property sits in the urban core of Nashville, which is highly desirable right now with people of all ages. This family likes the vibrancy and convenience of being close to downtown. And this lot is smaller than what you would find in the suburbs, so it was important to this family to maximize the utility of every square foot of yard space. I can say with confidence that we took the time to make sure the water on the property will drain properly, to make sure there's a solid foundation underlying all of the paths and structures, and selecting the right plants for the right spot. All of this works in harmony to create this outdoor space I'm sure will be appreciated well into the future.
For inspiring garden tours, growing tips, and garden projects, visit our website at volunteergardener.org or on YouTube at the Volunteer Gardener channel, and like us on Facebook.